welcome back to Season 1 of the Bobblehead Boys, a group of teenage boys trapped in grown man bodies, fumbling their way through the Fallout tabletop role-playing game produced by Modifius Entertainment. Join in on the adventures of Glitch, the third-generation synth played by Blackton, Tiberius, the timid super mutant played by Kirk Nazareth, Ryker, the synth in disguise played by Kessler, Duncan, the Pyromaniac vault dweller played by James Watkins, and Quintilius Asher, the child of Adam devotee played by Thom MacIsaac. Our chaos and shenanigans are orchestrated by your friendly neighborhood game master, Reaume. On this episode of the Bobblehead Boys, our party has exited the Fen Street sewers and has happened across the Big Top Circus, where everyone's welcome and everyone's a winner. Alright, so here we are. It has been a hot minute since we've played in the Commonwealth. Last time we got together, we were playing our Dreams and Machines mission. So we're going to do a little bit of a recap, just in case anybody's had a hard time remembering where we are. So immediately finishing our mission in the Fen Street sewers, where we cleared out all the sources of radiation for the Minutemen. You guys did good. You finished that mission. You came out. You talked to the Minutemen. Quintilius did a really good job getting some information with them, being all buddy, chum with them. But Ryker had some news about Mechminster. And about a band of super mutants that had attacked the Abbey in search of Tiberius. So the party decided that they should head back really quickly, get to Mechminster in order to help out and see what's going on there. Immediately upon exiting the sewers, we saw that the circus was in town. So obviously the right choice is to head to the circus. So today... Oh, that's right. We're going to the circus. I can't do Danny. All right, so we are going to the circus today. This is the Big Top. This is it is technically a settlement. This is something they created in the Winter of Adam campaign book. It's supposed to be a roaming settlement run by ghouls, outcast ghouls, and synths. That have been rejected from all other settlements. With the onset of the nuclear winter, they it's much harder to move the circus around, so they've kind of hunkered down not far from Mechminster Abbey. As they've set up camp there with their Big Top tent, a bunch of other people have kind of gathered there that have been cast out of other settlements, and so even around the main structure of the tent, people have started setting up kind of a carnival style setting in all the old dilapidated buildings around the tent and stuff like that. So you have the Big Top, and you have what they're referring to as a carnival row, which is really all the streets and alleys directly around the Big Top tent. And so you guys have come out of the sewers and you've started wandering into the circus. So it's nighttime as you're coming in. The circus looks great. They've got lights all over. It's all the sights and sounds and smells that you would expect to see in a circus.
The smells of a post-apocalyptic circus.
Right? And it's like, what would you expect?
It's what I would expect.
What would you expect from...
Oh, well, just what I would expect.
That's exactly what I expected. Thank you so much. So we have our circus tent set up here. Space. It's a circus. There's all kinds of. They actually have games set up around the circus tent. A whole bunch of things. So I'm just going to go around the table and we'll just kind of see what everybody wants to do as they're getting through or coming into the circus. So Tiberius, our super mutant, what do you want to do? You're coming into a circus. I don't know if this is something that you're familiar with, that you've even seen before.
I don't think.
You've probably never seen a circus before. So, what... Are
there any games going on?
Oh, there's games all over the place. Yeah, tons of games. Yeah, do a perception and survival test. I was hoping it would be like I wish they had a skill that was more like luck, right? So you
Yeah.
just kind of throw something in there. But what did you get? Is that a crit? Did you get a 1? Nice. I didn't even tell you what the difficulty was, but that's good enough for me. Sweet.
Wow.
So we're gonna give you an AP. Well, yeah, you can see all the games seem to be set up in like one kind of aisleway, if you can imagine. Like there's the main tent, and then there's like kind of like an aisle that runs around it, and then there's like kind of offshoots that come off from there. And so all the games kind of seem to be in one section. From your first glance, you can see all the signs all lit up. There seems to be like one of those strongman high striker games, right? With a hammer, you hit the thing, it hits the bell, bing, right? There's some of them you can't quite tell what they are because they're in like tents or kind of covered and stuff like that. But you can see there's some that have like barrels set up in it, maybe some water, people putting their face in it, and there's some of those tests where people are like hanging from a bar up above them.
Is there apples or anything in that barrel of water? Or people
Maybe.
just putting
We're
their
not
face
close
in it?
enough yet.
Oh, okay.
We can just see people putting their faces in
Okay.
the barrels of water. I hope there's apples. There's a sign with hearts and everything on it with big letters. It says kissing booth. There's a dark toss, and then you can see more towards the back of that row. There's a large tent, and you can see it looks like a large wheel, like one of those spinning wheel type of things. So that's what you can tell right now from where you are. If you want to head towards the hammer one, what do you think, Duncan? What are you in the mood for?
Guys, what the hell is this place? What is going on? I have never seen anything like this in my entire life.
What that sign said.
Which one? There's signs everywhere.
Is there a sign outside?
There's one that says kissing booth.
This is just a giant kissing booth.
Are you telling me I can just go there and kiss somebody right now? Is that what's going on?
You ever done that before?
You gotta pay for it. Oh, I'm gonna go check that out. I'll see you guys later.
Duncan's going for the kissing booth.
We're pressing that bolt too long.
Quintilius, what do you think? They're obviously focused on the game side of it. There's the big tent. There's the section. There's obviously food somewhere because you can smell something. Yeah, and then they've got another section with other little shacks. Like it's hard to tell some of the areas because they're literally built out of the old structures pre-war. So they've kind of set up the shop in dilapidated buildings.
Well, this is obviously an area for children. Games. There are more important things happening in the world than carnivals. So I head deeper in trying to find the man in charge to give him a good scolding for wasting resources on fun.
So I'm gonna assume that you're heading right for the big top tent, the main tent itself. This is where you're going. I
It's
love
not
it.
carnival. It's
I also figure at some point somebody's gonna mistake me for one of the freaks in the freak show because I glow.
Yeah, it's valid. Okay, actually, roll a do a luck and sneak test.
Ooh.
Interesting roll.
Yeah, considering
Yeah.
sneak is a tag skill.
Yeah. It is going to be. I mean, you're glowing, so it's hard for people to not notice you. So this can be difficulty 2. Before I see the dice.
That's 2 successes. That was a 5.
Nice. All right, so you're actually managing to kind of weave in and out. It's like Matrix style, right? You know that scene where like Keanu's trying to follow Morpheus through, and like he's going through no problem, and he's like bumping into everybody. You're actually weaving through no problem. Nobody actually notices that you're glowing, or maybe they just don't care that you're glowing. It seems like a weird space that you're in. How about glitch?
I'll just follow Mr. Quintilius because
Okay.
I have no desire to be at a carnival.
All right. Just kind of hoping you guys play some games. Not gonna lie.
They don't make fun.
They don't like fun. How about Ryker?
Let's get back in that.
Yeah, I definitely I want to go play the hammer game.
You're
Yeah.
So both you guys are going for the hammer game.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
We're gonna win
perfect.
fun prizes and we're gonna suck.
I'm saying you can change your mind as you're walking towards the big tent.
No more.
There's all kinds of fun
My
things.
will is tested as I see caramel apples.
Ooh. All right, so I'm going to start with Tiberius. We're going to go back, kind of around the table here. So Tiberius, you approach the high striker game, and the guy's kind of there's a ghoul, working the game. Some much smaller people than you. They're playing it before you, so he helps them. And then once they finish, he looks at you and he's kind of like, "Are you serious? Are you come on, man? I mean, you look at the size. You're gonna break my machine. It's kind of
serious.
kind-
About serious as it gets.
kind of an unfair advantage. You know what I mean? You're seriously gonna play this game?
Yes. Absolutely.
Customer's always right.
Okay,
Smash
okay,
something.
okay. Then you got to work with me a little bit. So he takes the big hammer that you've seen everybody else playing with, and he brings it around back, and he comes back out with a little tiny hammer.
Okay.
Okay, and he hands it to you. Now, I'm going to explain how the games are going to work at the thing. I assume everybody has time to get a game in. One game guaranteed you have enough time to play a game before the carnival shuts down before the end of the night. Each of the games are based on a difficulty 3 basis, partially so you can get the experience, and then also just to make it hard and fun. So the hammer strike, depending on how many successes you get, that's like how high up the meter it goes, right? You have an unfair advantage because you're a freaking super mutant.
Yeah.
So he gave you a small hammer. That makes it more difficult for you. So it's actually going to be a difficulty 4.
Have somebody stand behind you and assist you.
I'm right here. I'm right here, buddy.
Get a super sludge.
Hey, what's over there? His hammer. Or if you like tell him look at that. What's over there?
Yep.
And I'll just hand you the.
You're
There you
gonna
go.
Distract them?
Yes.
Okay, so if you do a
And I assist in the distract.
okay.
Yeah.
So why don't you distract him and then he assists you?
There you go. Yeah.
Right? That probably makes more sense. So if you do like a charisma,
Okay, so I've handed him my heated super sledge.
well, you want to distract him first.
Okay.
So you can hand it to him. Maybe. How are you going to distract the guy? What's your idea?
I start rifling through his prizes. Yeah. I'm just starting to rifle through his prizes. I would never take one, but I would just
As
rifle
though
through
you
his
might.
prizes. Yeah.
As though you might. Okay. Let's do a because you're not trying to be stealthy.
No.
So I'm actually going to say let's do a strength and sneak test.
Okay.
Because you're just like literally just kind of smell like elephant in the China store kind of idea. Difficulty 1.
One success.
1 success. Perfect. All right. So you start like grabbing things, lifting them up, and you're just smashing them back in. Like you're not breaking things, but you're not being gentle either. So you go, whoa, hey. So he goes to you and he focuses on you for a minute, and in that moment, so it's back down to difficulty 3 instead of 4.
Oh
You got all kinds of AP.
Oh.
Oh, so you only got 1 success. So you've played these games, right? When you go, you hit the hammer.
I've actually never done that.
But
You never done it personally?
So when you hit the thing, it goes up, and it usually has like numbers, but then each bracket will kind of say something beside it. So 1 success says like weakling. It goes, but he's like, all right, no problem. Everybody's a winner. Everybody gets a prize. So he goes around the back again, and he comes out with a shirt, this little T-shirt, and he pulls it over your head, like kind of tries to get it on you. It is way too small for a super mutant. So you remember like in Friends when Ross had that T-shirt that he saved from when he was young, right?
Frankie says relax.
I'm so glad you remember because like it's Frankie. What does Frankie say? Frankie says relax, Tiberius. But so he pulls this shirt on. It's like the Frankie says relaxing, but it just says weakling across the front. Yeah. So I'm not going to tell you anything else about that shirt right now, other than the fact that you are wearing a shirt that says weakling right across the chest, and that's your prize. Thanks for coming out.
Someone write that down.
So Ryker can step up now with the super.
All right.
Sledge.
I want to try.
Yeah, with the super sledge.
Now with the super sledge.
Okay. So
Well,
I'm
I don't know. What kind of sledgehammer are you gonna give me?
Well-
I'm just a regular man. You're gonna give me the same hammer? I want the regular hammer.
Right, he his goal is to go and get the big hammer.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm assuming you try to hide the super sledge so he doesn't realize.
Well, unless
You
he
guys
goes
were up
away. Does he take the small one away?
He's gonna go back
But did
to
he
go
take
grab. Not yet.
Oh, so does he have it or do I have it?
He would have the little one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then while he walks behind,
Yeah.
do I get advantage in any way if I use my sledge? My heated super sledge?
Oh,
Because if not, I'll just wait.
Yeah. No. That's cool. That's cool. So what I'll do. So you make your choice. So
Right.
it's gonna bring the difficulty down.
Right.
As it did for him. But so now it's gonna go from difficulty 3 to difficulty 2.
Okay.
Okay. So you're not going to get the extra experience if you succeed. So if you get 2, you're going to do well. If you get 3, I don't know what's going to happen because you're hitting it with the super sledge. That's your call. I can't make your decisions for
Okay. Well, I genuinely, my character wouldn't want to break the rules.
you. Yeah.
I'm down to mess around.
Wait
but
for
I'm
the-
not down to break the rules.
All right, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so
good.
he's going to come out with the proper sledgehammer. He's going to hand that to you,
All right.
and here you go. You're going to do a we're going to do a strength and melee test. And it's if you're using the proper thing, it is a difficulty 3.
I'll burn an AP. There we go. 3.
3 successes. There you go. So you hit the
Oh,
thing.
sorry. That's 4 successes. Yeah.
Oh shit. So you hit the thing so hard that the machine does actually glitch out. So now you go, whoa, you're a stronger guy than you look, man. I mean, some people might not even think you were human.
That's weird. I'm so obviously human.
So I guess I'm gonna have to shut this thing down for a minute, but you, sir, you get a prize. So he goes around back. He's like, so you get everybody gets a prize. Everybody gets a prize. He's got a shirt. He pulls the shirt over your head. This one says "Strongman"
Nice.
right across your chest. But because you managed to hit the bell, you get the actual prize. And he pulls out from behind the high striker these, those big glasses, like the big thick ones. They come into they hit here, but they're like this big. A pair of those.
Okay.
Right? So you've got those, and so big goofy glasses, you can call them if you want.
10 damage resistance.
And what they're gonna do is when you are wearing these,
Bonus to sneak. What?
and it's a +1 to your target number when you're doing an intelligence-based test.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's nothing crazy, but it's something to help when you do that because you look so smart when you're wearing big goofy glasses. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so Duncan, Mr. Duncan, heading towards the kissing booth, and so there is it's a tent. You can't see into the tent, like big sign up front, hearts all over it. Kissing booth.
I'm gleefully
Come
kind of like,
kiss Gertrude.
yeah.
And 7 minutes in heaven with this beauty of the wasteland. And there is an old broken down robot of some sort. Like it's clearly been pieced together over the years so many times that you can't even tell what the original model was. But it's same idea when you walk up. Welcome to the kissing booth. 7 minutes in heaven with Gertrude, the beauty of the wasteland.
Shut up and take my money.
All right. 1 cap, sir, and you can have 7 minutes of heaven with Gertrude. 1 cap.
I'll give 3 caps.
And you go. So he so at that moment that he starts opening up the tent, you realize that the it's a flowing tent. It's like canvas material on the outside, but the front of it he has like actually like locked together. So he like undoes the padlocks, pulls apart the chains, and opens up the tent and kind of just pushes you in and closes the tent behind you and locks it. 7 minutes in heaven with Gertrude, the beauty of the wasteland. It's a Yagway.
That's the mutated bear, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
It is. So that's the kissing booth. Is kissing a Yagway.
what the hell is even that?
So I tried to work out some like interesting combinations of some of these things.
I actually have no ammo for my flamethrower, so I might.
Well, you can't kiss it with your gun. This is a charisma plus unarmed test. Difficulty 3.
Yeah, go for the belly. I'm not doing it.
If you're not supposed to rub its head, why does it have cute little ears?
Go, baby.
Can I just wrestle it instead?
I mean, 7 minutes in heaven is 7 minutes any way you want it.
I
got you for 3
mean, it
minutes.
kind of takes the fun away from me, you know. You're not trying to kiss the thing. The guy told you to go kiss the bear.
I
Kiss the
kiss that
bear.
thing.
You paid your caps, man. I might make it much harder if you try to fight a bear. You want to try to wrestle the bear?
I kind of want to jump on its back and like headlock it.
All right.
It's just gonna
All
be
right.
like a hug.
What if it's a really friendly one and you're like,
Oh, you guys are gonna see a bear charging through the carnival with me on its back, like choking it out.
All right.
I do
So
like carnivals are fun now.
maybe I changed my mind.
Evil guy?
Yeah. If you want to, I'm not going to lessen the
Waste
difficulty.
time.
And I might change the result of what happens. But yeah, if you want to try to wrestle the bear, you can wrestle the bear.
You want to do like endurance athletics?
Nope. I would say if you're going to wrestle a bear, it's going to be like strength and unarmed.
Okay, fine. I'm still failing that. It's just as bad.
But you'd rather fail that than the.
Then
Yeah, what I'm kid would not go.
I
I just want to be a bear kid. He would not do that. He would not.
I'll do a lot of things. I'm not kissing a
I
bear.
ain't kissing no bear.
Built 1,000 bridges.
All right, whatever. I'm gonna fail, and I'm gonna fail with dignity. One success.
One success. So so you right now you try. You get in there, you kind of hunker down, you're looking up at the bear, you try to zig and you zag, and that doesn't work. You dive in for her, and she grabs you in a bear hug. Or a Yagway hug, as the case may be. So it tries to grab you. It does not. It like lunges down for you as you're zigging. It zagged. It actually kind of worked a little bit. You didn't get onto its back, but you skirted around it. It tried to grab you, and you dodged. So now you're on the opposite side of the tent from where the door is, and the Yagway is in between you and him. Quintilius. So you're making your way through Carnival Row towards the big top tent in the middle.
I am doing that. However, something
I am doing
moves
that.
me as I see a sign that says Adam. And I'm like, is that an abomination? What have you done in the name of Adam? And I head towards whatever the Adam sign says.
Okay, well, there's two Adam signs.
Oh no.
One says Madam.
It's true.
My-
One says, and those are two things that would stand out to you.
Yeah.
One's to the left and one's to the right. Over here, you have bobbing for Adams. And over here, you have Madam Adam.
Ooh. Voices. There's a childlike wonder that's welling up in my chest. And I think to myself, bobbing for Adams.
Bobbing for Adams. And that was the right answer. All right, so you head towards the bobbing for Adams tent. So it is quite literally bobbing for apples. Or is it? It's set up much that way. So much the same thing. There's a ghoul running this one. Step right up, bobbing for Adams. We see a glowing contestant here. Come on, one cap and you win a prize. Maybe. Perhaps.
We'll also retcon
We'll
that I
see.
paid a cap.
I flick the cap to him and I say, what do I need to do?
Okay, so you're gonna stick your face into the water and you're gonna try to grab one of these apples with your mouth.
Which Madam?
Now you may be wondering, why on earth do we call it bobbing for atoms? Because they may be radiated. We don't know, it's the wasteland after all. I got your caps, you have your fun. So, this is going to be... I did read the wrong one. It's perception plus survival. Is that better?
Yes, but not by nearly enough.
Okay.
I would like to use a luck point in order to change which special I use. So anyways, and then that's still athletics though. And what is my difficulty?
All of the games are difficulty 3.
Okay.
My goal is to give you guys experience for playing the game, so you get the
Yeah.
bonus.
Unos. Oh, that's it. That's 3 right there because it's a critical success.
Nice, you did the thing. All right, somebody actually did the thing. You can feel the familiar tingle in your lips as you bite into a radiated apple. You do not take any radiation damage from it.
But I do get my charge.
So you do get your charge. So you get a prize. So he goes under the thing and he pulls out this stuffed. It's a plushie. It's a stuffed animal.
Oh, is it Deathclaw?
No, it's a moth. And he hands you a large stuffed moth, and that is your prize. All right, so there you go. You did the thing.
Pops and apples.
So Glitch,
From being a kid.
Glitch, you are now the only
And
person
wanting
still
to
on their
share.
way to the big top. He's wandered off.
Is there a petting zoo in this place?
You know what? Roll a perception and survival test. Difficulty 1.
That was really good.
I got survival is tagged. I got 3 successes.
Holy cow! All right, so you hear a Yagway coming from over there.
Is that the only enemy here?
That's the only one you hear. Yeah.
Alright, I'll go check it out.
All right, so that sound leads you towards the kissing booth.
Sweet.
And there's a robot out front of the kissing booth, and he sees you coming up. Step right up to the kissing booth. 7 minutes of heaven with Gertrude, the beauty of the wasteland. Are you interested? Would you care to lay your lips on the beauty of the wasteland?
I'm really just looking to lay my eyes on her, but yeah, we'll go in.
All right, that is 1 cap, and you just have to wait for the fine gentleman ahead of you to come out. His 7 minutes is almost set. All right, so while we're waiting for that, do Ryker roll. We're gonna do a luck test. This is I have a neat way to do a luck test. I figured it out. We're gonna do a luck test. We're gonna do a luck test. So your luck is your parent attribute, and then your luck is your skill. But when we're using it as a skill, we're gonna have the total.
Okay, so half.
That should work out. Yeah. So it's your
So I
luck
have 8
plus
luck.
half your luck.
Oh, so 12.
So that's your target number. Then.
Okay. And 2 dice?
Yep. And difficulty 2. There you go. So you have time to do 1 more game.
Yes. Okay, I want
Yeah, that was my answer. It's like everybody's got time to do 1 game.
What
Or if you do a luck test, maybe you can squeeze in 1 more before they shut down. So I mean, you're in the thick of it right now, so you can kind of see all the games that are available. You just did the strongman test. There's the bobbing for atoms.
the whammer.
There's the hang time test, the people hanging from a bar for 2 minutes or
As
so.
a human, I should excel.
Absolutely. There's the kissing booth,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a dart toss, and then there is the spin the wheel booth down towards the end of the aisleway, big spinny wheel. You also notice like
There's a lot of games.
between the tents, so, like that's where the carnies tend to kind of gather. And there's an area where there are some carnies just looks like they're playing cards in between the tents in their off time. So those are your options of things that you can do.
I'm gonna have to go with hang time.
All right, so hang time is our endurance type test. So I mean, there's like an old ghoul working this one. There's like a
Is
big
he
crank.
shredded?
No, shredded in the sense of like
He doesn't have
his pieces
skin.
are like shredding apart and like falling off of him. But there's like a big crank and this bar and stuff. And you walk up and he's like, "Wow, another contestant for spin the wheel. Get up there." He's got no energy. He's an old ghoul.
We're spinning
One
the wheel.
cap. One
What?
cap.
Wait, hold on. What are we playing?
We're playing. I said spin the wheel. I was testing you.
Oh.
You passed the first test. Congratulations. Hang time. Hang time. 2 minutes. Here's the thing. You got to try to hang on the bar for 2 minutes. And if you do, you win a prize.
Okay, I also want to retcon that the reason I wanted to come to the circus is because I think it's all a giant scam, and I'm trying to just beat them at their own game.
Oh, okay.
because I hate scammers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that's perfect. I feel like you're
Scammers
bringing
and
a little bit of your own life into this game, man.
I can't help it, I guess.
Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough. All right, so the hang time test is an endurance plus athletics test.
Okay.
So same, it's a kind of a mixed result type of thing. The goal is to have 3 successes.
I spend AP.
Beat them at their own game, will you?
No.
So how many successes did you get?
I had 1.
1 success. I
Yeah.
think you know the T-shirt that you're getting. So
Soccer?
you go, yes. So you go and hold on to the bar, and you're feeling pretty good. But after about 45 seconds,
This is real life.
I know because you only got 1 success, so that's 45 seconds. The bar rotates.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. It is a scam. And that's enough to throw you off your game. You fall. And as soon as you hit the ground, you shout scammer. The words don't even come out of your mouth when the shirt comes over your head. Scammer! Sucker.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
That's it. Love it. I'm having fun. I hope you are too. All right, so yeah, so Tiberius gets to do a luck test to see if he has time to pull off another game.
Nope.
Nope. No. You're really captivated. There's bright lights. You got a really fancy shirt now. You're like, yeah, you're not making because you're too busy like looking at your shirt and you're trying to read it, but it's like upside down and backwards from the way that you're looking at it. And then there's lights, and then you're really caught up. You can tear it off if you want, but I mean that's really you got no time to play a game because you're too busy tearing it off and trying to read it and stuff. So no extra game for you. Duncan.
Scammer.
Duncan, back in the kissing booth. You're 7 minutes. You're halfway through your 7 minutes. The Yagway is between you and the doorway. What are you going to do?
What is the demeanor of the Yahweh? Is it like angry?
Sexual.
Is it sexual?
Like-
sexually
like-
frustrated.
Yeah.
I was gonna say sexually angry, but that's the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's coming off aggressive.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, so you're peeling the label off the beer bottle.
Aggressive and aroused.
Baby season.
Yeah.
It's like aroused.
I throw all
Throw Molotov at it.
Cut.
I love this.
Nail cut.
I love this so much. Yes, by all means, throw Molotov at it.
You can say to them.
You want to use explosive or throwing?
That's yeah. I would say throwing because I think it's literally all you're doing.
Wow. 4 successes.
Holy smoke!
Hell yeah.
This is so good. This is sometimes things just work out better than you expected, and not at all the way that you expected. All right, so you throw the Molotov, you do the thing, you chuck it at the bear, and you absolutely hit it. It bursts into flames, and after a moment of or a brief second of it just screaming, because obviously it starts like running around the tent, like in a panic frenzy, like so it's running circles around the tent, and it's actually starting to set fire to the tent itself as it goes. You need to try to get out of this mess, so you need to do an agility and let's do an agility plus athletics test.
Critical fail.
Luck point.
I don't have luck point.
You got a critical success and a critical fail.
Yeah.
This is so good. This is so good. So you make it kind of out of the doorway. Like I would say halfway out the doorway. Like you're running and you go to dive through the doorway as the Yagway is coming around making that lap, and it clips you as you're exiting the door. So you kind of drop halfway through the exit, right? As everything's burning. So you are going to take 2 energy damage to your left arm. The Yagway's still running around screaming, but this tent is on fire. You get out enough that you can see outside again, and you can see Quintilius there waiting patiently for.
Yeah, it's glitchy.
Oh, sorry, Glitch was there. You're at the bobbing for Adam.
Fucking hell! Oh, sorry. Help me, goddamn! There's a goddamn bear on fire in there!
Freaking help me!
Friggin' gosh darn it! Friggin' help me, gosh darn it!
You know what? I'm
I'm
gonna
going to swear in the vault.
I'm gonna spend a couple. I'm gonna spend a couple AP to drag you back into the tent.
Oh, God.
Right after you say that, only because I think it'll look really cool. There's helping, and then the bear drags you back into the tent. So because you're right there,
worst sequel ever!
it's the only one I've been to, and it's still the worst.
And there you have it, Bobblefans. The boys are in the hot seat yet again. An establishment is ablaze, and lo and behold, Duncan is at the root of it all. Will they be able to charm Gertrude, the beauty of the wasteland? Will Quintilius continue his winning streak? Anything is possible at the big top, and time will tell. In the meantime, be sure to follow us on our Facebook page. Join in on the discussion on Discord and Reddit, and we'll see you next time on the Bobblehead Boys.